Alright guys, welcome back, and we're doing our second segment, or excuse me, our fourth segment of Brandon's 100 sub special. And so far I've won him $225,600. Let's see if I can win him more. Let me sit down and do this. Now if I win this game, I give him an extra $25,000 on top. Second place is an extra $15,000.
This is Jeopardy!
And third place is an extra $10,000.
Today's contestants are Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny. Hi, everyone. Good luck. Let's start the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Odd words.
Odd words.
Adventures in the air.
Adventures in the air.
Mythology and art.
Mythology and art.
Controversial TV.
Controversial TV.
The Animal Kingdom.
The Animal Kingdom and
Cooking
class.
Where do we begin?
Controversial TV.
This
200.
singer's hit gyrations on the Ed Sullivan Show in 1957 were not shown because they were deemed too sexual. Yes, Player 1. Use the
Who is Elvis Presley?
The corresponding. That's it. You again.
400.
In a speech, this real-life VP blasted fictional Murphy Brown for her choice to have a child out of wedlock. Player 1.
I'm thinking, who is Dan Quayle?
That is correct. Player 1.
600.
This animated show proved nothing is sacred with the episode Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh.
I didn't see this one.
We're talking about South Park.
Was South Park. No wonder I didn't see it. Because I don't watch South Park.
Back to you.
800.
She shocked many with her wardrobe malfunction in the 2004 Super Bowl halftime show.
I saw that. Who was Janet Jackson?
That's correct.
And 1,000.
Correct again. It was alien telekinesis that caused TV's first interracial kiss on this show. Okay, Player 1.
What is Star Trek?
Right. Choose again, Player
Okay,
1.
let's go with the Animal Kingdom for 200.
The Norway type of this infuriating rodent actually originated in Asia. It's Player 1.
What is the rat?
Correct. We return
400.
to Player 1.
Animal
The eyes
Kingdom.
of these croaking critters usually bulge, but they retract and push down on the mouth to help in swallowing. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is a frog?
You are correct. Player 1.
600.
The hermit type of this animal can twist its abdomen to one side, so it tucks neatly into its home. Okay, Player 1.
What is the crab?
Yes. Player 1.
800.
This large prickly rodent gets its name from the French for spined pig. Yes, Player 1.
What's a porcupine? An Animal Kingdom for
You get to pick
1,000.
again. The Hirola is also known as the four-eyed species of this African ungulate.
I don't know.
Here's the correct response. The antelope.
Was the antelope? Okay, got it.
Player 1.
Cooking class for
If you
200.
boil these before making them into hash browns, they'll stick together better and cook faster too. Player 1.
What are potatoes?
That's correct. Player
Let's go
1.
400 for
To
cooking
make
class.
bunny salad, use a chilled pear half for the bunny's body and a ball of cottage cheese for this appendage. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is the head I'm thinking?
Sorry.
No, it's not the head.
Any other takers?
Okay.
Player 2. Yes.
The tail, okay.
Select again. Hitting a speed of about 800 miles per hour, Chuck Yeager broke this barrier in October of 1947. Okay, Player 1.
What is the sound barrier?
Correct. We return to you, Player 1.
600.
The joy of cooking suggests using these Thanksgiving berries in any recipes calling for red currants. Yes, Player 1.
What are cranberries?
That's right, way to go.
Love those cranberries.
Choose again.
Hey,
Player
Andre.
1. The Chicken of the Sea website suggests making enchiladas with the albacore type of this. It's Player 1.
What is tuna?
Good.
Let's finish it off
You get
for
to pick again, Player
$1,000.
1. For the silver dollar type of these breakfast treats, drop the batter onto the griddle 1 tablespoon at a time. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What are silver dollar pancakes?
Good for you. You again.
Alright, Adventures in the Air 400.
In 1907, Paul Cornu became the first man to fly freely in one of these horizontally rotored aircraft. Okay, Player 3. No, that's not right. Anyone else? Player 1.
It would have to be a helicopter. Where's a helicopter?
Oh, you're right.
A rocket goes straight up vertically.
Player 1. Back
600.
to you for August 1983 saw the first night launch of this reusable U.S. orbital vehicle. It's Player 1.
Where's the space shuttle?
Right you are. Player 1.
Hey, Andre.
Taking 16 hours in 1919, British aviators Alcock and Brown became the first to cross this large body of water non-stop. Yes, Player 3. That's not right. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's Player 1.
Where's the Atlantic Ocean?
Good. Please.
And 1,000.
Player 1.
I have a huge lead. I don't have to go all the way out on this one.
You have the lead.
I'm just going to do $600.
Player 1. Answer. In 1909, Louis Blériot became the first person to fly in a plane over this, between Great Britain and France.
Where's the English Channel?
Yeah. You have.
I could have doubled it on this one.
We return to you,
Alright.
Player 1.
Odd words for 200.
Dumbledore is actually an old word for this insect. J.K. Rowling imagined him humming all the time. Player 1.
What is a bumblebee?
Please pick again.
400.
The name of this light crinkled fabric comes from the Persian shur or shakar, meaning milk and sugar. Okay, Player 1.
What is, okay, it wasn't what I was thinking. What is linen? I was thinking silk at first.
Anyone else? Let's hear it. Player 2. Nope. Any other takers?
So player 3 is going to get it.
Yes, player 3.
With the seersucker, obviously.
Player 3, back to you. The fact that clavate means shaped like this isn't something you have to hit me over the head with. It's player 1.
With a hammer, or wait a minute. Shoot, shaped like this. With a bat?
That's not it.
Damn it.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
I thought hammer at first, but it wasn't up there as one of the choices.
Here's what we were looking for. A club.
A club, okay.
Player 3, you pick again, please. A statue of this Roman sea god is a perfect choice for a fountain. There's one at Peterhof in Russia. Here's the response we were looking for. Neptune.
Oh, who is Neptune? Okay.
Player 3, back to you for our next selection. A sarcophagus at Hearst Castle depicts this group of 9, including Erato, who inspires love poems. The correct response is the Muses.
Who are the Muses? Okay.
Player 3, pick again. Let's take it over to Kelly.
This city statue of Geffen and her oxen is a bit less famous than the Little Mermaid.
I know nothing about mythology, y'all.
Here's what we wanted. Copenhagen. Choose again. Player 3. Praxiteles sculpted this Greek equivalent of Mercury carrying the infant Dionysus. Player 3. You got it. Good. Back on the plus side. You get to pick again, player 3. Get psyched at the Louvre by looking at Antonio Canova's sculpture of this Roman god and Psyche. The correct response is Cupid. You again, player 3. Too much time enjoying potent potables? You could end up with a Katzenjammer, one of these.
These words are odd.
Here's the correct response. A hangover.
It was a hangover.
And here's the $1,000 clue. Robinsonade is not a refreshing drink. It's a novel similar in theme to a work by this author. Let's hear it. Player 2.
I'll take a guess at this.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Not Charles Dickens at all.
Yes, player 1.
Who is Daniel Defoe?
That is correct.
All right, $9,400. I'm the only one on the board right now.
First in Double Jeopardy. And we'll start that round right after this break. We start the Double Jeopardy categories with this one. Brutus.
Brutus.
State mottos.
Okay, state mottos.
P is for
P
physics.
is for physics. Okay.
Name that
century.
NBA nicknames.
NBA nicknames and mobilize.
Player 2 gets to make the first selection once again. This time, we're moving into the Double Jeopardy round. He penned the immortal line, "The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves."
Backing off on this one.
We're talking about William Shakespeare.
Okay.
Select again. In this 13th century work, Brutus is described as suffering in the lowest pit of hell. Here's the response we were looking for. Inferno.
Was Inferno, okay, of course.
You again, player 2.
Mobilize.
A mechanical device used to indicate musical tempo. Okay, player 1.
Where's a metronome?
Right.
Let's try NBA nicknames for
back to you.
400.
MJ. Yes, player 1.
Who is Michael Jordan?
Right. Player 1.
Nicknames,
Back to
A.
Pistol Pete. Let's hear it, player 1.
Who's Pete Maravich?
Correct. Please
Nicknames,
begin,
12.
Player 1. Sir Charles. Player 1.
Who is Charles Barkley?
Select again.
16.
Mr. Clutch.
Well, I don't know this one.
Here's what we want. Jerry West.
Oh, Jerry West, okay. Last
You get to
one,
pick
2000.
again. Hondo.
I knew the first 3, but not the last 2.
Okay, player 3. Yep. Player 3, you pick again, please. It's the P in P equals force times velocity. It's player 1.
Okay. Force times velocity. Was pressure? Didn't think so. I forgot this. I haven't done physics since college.
Here's the correct response. Power.
It's power, okay.
Player 3, pick again. This element, Pu, was first detected in a cyclotron at Berkeley in 1940. Player 1.
Was plutonium.
Yes. We return to
Well run it.
player 1. Answer. The first of the 2 daily doubles. You are in first place. Need to select a which.
Let's be 4,400 on this.
Here is your clue. A cube is an example of a rectangular one of these. A Pink Floyd cover displays a triangular one.
Was a prism.
That puts you even further ahead. Choose again.
1,600.
The bob of a simple one of these moves with simple periodic motion. Yes, player 1.
Was a pendulum.
That is correct. Please.
And
pick
2000.
It's an elementary light particle, also called a fuzzy ball. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is a proton?
No.
No, it's a photon, pH.
Anyone
Damn
else
it.
here to try to come up with the correct response? It's player 2. Nope. Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Okay, player 3. Right. Choose again, player 3. Fly agaric is one of the spore-producing fungi of the Basidiomycetes class. Yes, player 1.
What is the mushroom?
That's right, way to go. Player 1.
Mobilize 1,200.
It can be a powerful person in entertainment, or a member of a Muslim dynasty that once ruled India. It's player 1.
Where's Mogo?
Good. Player 1.
Mobilize 600.
Someone who moves from relationship to relationship is a serial one. Here's what we were looking for. A monogamist.
Oh, I thought so. I should have buzzed in on that one.
We return to
2000.
this large tube-shaped pasta is often stuffed with cheese and baked with a tomato sauce. Let's hear it, player one.
What is, not macaroni, was manicotti?
Right you are.
Right.
Player one.
All right, let's do state models 400.
Wyoming. Equal these. Okay, player one.
Was equal rights?
You got it. Select again.
800.
Nebraska. Equality before the this. Here's the response we were looking for. The law. You get to pick again. player.
1200.
Yeah, sir. The second daily double. You are currently in the lead. So, what's your wager?
$500.
All right, here's your clue. Ohio. With God, all things are this.
Possible was possible.
Congratulations, you're still in first, player one. Player one.
1600.
Again. North Dakota. Liberty and union, now and forever. One and this. Player two. Good. You again, player two. This Greek biographer of parallel lives suggested Brutus was Julius Caesar's illegitimate son.
One bar is off my camera here.
Okay, player three. Oh, sorry. Any other takers? Let's hear it, player one.
Let me look at the clue here. Was Virgil? Who is Virgil?
Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Player two. Good. Player two, you pick again, please. Brutus joined a conspiracy to assassinate Julius Caesar that was led by this man. Here's what we were looking for. Cassius.
Okay.
We return to you, player two. During the Roman Civil War, Brutus sided with this man, but was later pardoned by Julius Caesar. Oops. Yes, player three. Oh, sorry. Any other takers?
I want to keep him over 20,000 at least.
Here's what we wanted. Pompey. Player two, back to you for our next selection. Virginia. Sic semper this. We're talking about Tyrannus. You again, player two. Ben Franklin flew a kite and invented the lightning rod. It's player one.
What is the 18th century?
Hey, you're right. Select again.
Name that century for
The
800.
Impressionists exhibited their paintings for the first time. Okay, player two. That's correct. You're out of the hole. Please pick again, player two. London experienced its deadly Great Fire. Yes, player 2. Good for you. You get to pick again, player 2. Ferdinand and Isabella of Spain got married and united their kingdoms. Player 3? No. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Let's hear it, player 1.
Was the 17th century?
Sorry, that's wrong.
It's the 15th.
Anyone else?
Dang. Oh, well.
It's player 2. That is correct. And the last clue for $2,000. Rodent-borne plague killed off a third of Europe's population. Okay, player 1.
Let's see here. I'm gonna go with where's the 13th century? Oh well.
That's incorrect.
But I'm still ahead of the game.
Here's the correct response. The 14th.
Oh, it's the 14th. Okay. I'm still in the lead.
Your score is not on the positive side, so you will not be joining us for Final Jeopardy. Everything depends on Final Jeopardy, of course, so let's take a look at the category, shall we? Poetry. Need to select your which.
Let's bid $500 on this.
Each direction on the bus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Here's your Final Jeopardy clue. In a poem about this battle, Robert Browning wrote, "To Acropolis, run Pheidippides, one race more."
I said, well, it's Hastings.
What did you put as your response? And this correct response will add...
I was wrong. I only bid 500. So we still win the game.
Did you come up with the correct response?
Well, I said Hastings. I know I hit the up button. That's the thing about this. It's not functional on Final Jeopardy. $16,600.
Yeah! Congratulations to you, player 1. We'll see you all next time.
So, we add another 25,000 to it. It's actually 41,600. That gives Brandon $266,200, and we're going to do the next segment right after this. Don't go away.